Presidential Scholarship Program started to try to keep bright kids in New Mexico.
The Presidential Scholarship is a program that rewards good students.
A lot of times you give money and you hope it goes to a good cause, but you don't often get to sit down and have a meal with the good cause.
They're not just students, they give to their community.
Group of business leaders around Albuquerque all got together, sponsored the first group of scholars. But the whole idea was we have lots of bright kids who were leaving the state and not coming back.
The more presidential scholarships we have, the more good students we should be able to keep in this state. And I feel if we can keep our good students here in Albuquerque even, that it's a win-win for the university, it's a win for New Mexico.
As we talk to those young adults, I'm absolutely convinced that we are in fact, through the PSP program, keeping, if not all, at least a high percentage of the best and brightest in New Mexico and at the UNM campus.
They study hard, and they probably have some free time too, to be college kids. And then they graduate and just make a world of difference. And their parents, I know, are very, very proud.
It's hard to remember how I actually found out I got the scholarship. It's been many years, but I believe it was a letter in the mail. Well, when you're coming from a fairly small high school setting to a big institution like a university, you're kind of overwhelmed. It's a big change, and you have a group to identify with that sort of has a similar mindset. So it gives you sort of a chance to fit in with a group before you really are just tossed in with everybody in the whole university setting.
I think it crossed my mind when I was a student to become a sponsor someday. And so it was really years later that I remembered. And then it was a clear choice. I just thought, oh, this is something I have to do.
I think giving back in some way to the university or to the Presidential Scholarship Program as a full scholar or partial scholar is definitely something to consider just because of the impact that you can make on someone's life. I look forward to getting those letters, and I'm just always amazed to hear what they're doing in school and what they're interested in, and I'm always blown away.
I would like to share one from Lindsay Hall, who is now graduated and is a nurse, but this was her very beginning. She writes, "This past week I took the basic skills lab for nursing school. I really enjoyed the class because it was hands-on. When we were left alone to practice, I know this sounds silly, I felt so good. I felt like a real nursing student. Mrs. Kirby, I'm absolutely thrilled to be following in your footsteps." And I'm thrilled to have Lindsay. She's a great nurse.
They're just so positive, so eager to learn, and so eager to add to what New Mexico and the University of New Mexico is all about.
It's nice to have the opportunity to do what someone else did for me.
When you get that, feeling that it's really making a difference, it just makes you want to continue.
It's a very fun thing to be a part of.
My tutoring job is going well at UNM. The professor I was working with nominated me for Student Employee of the Year, which is a great honor that she would even think of me. I have more students coming to my tutoring sessions than any other student leader on campus. I say this not to brag on myself, but to share this blessing with you, because you are, after all, the people blessing me and helping me to do the things I do. I wouldn't be at UNM if it weren't for your support. I'm very grateful and humbled by your gifts. Thanks again for your scholarship. A letter like this makes whatever sacrifice we make well worthwhile.
When your life is over, you want to sort of leave good things as memories. And so that's kind of what, when the day is done, you do want to be able to be comfortable with your with your life.